put it with European people. I don't want to talk opposite of white with European people, and this is something you see in the Austrian society as well. Everything that's good was in a way or another made by Germans, by Austrians, and everything that's bad, this is foreign, and so on. And this whitewashing is actually uh, uh, it's it is really crucial in a way. For example, I give an example. For example, I've seen for a couple of years a movie about if Jared Butler playing Attila the Hun. I don't know. There's I don't know why they did not find an Asian to play this role, but in a way, it somehow gets into the. I mean that history is some sort of overworked, and in Germany as well as in Austria, this is a crucial part, and this has you can see this in the history in Austria as well as in Germany with the Jewish heritage, because in Germany as well as in Austria, the Jewish intellectuals, I mean, they pretty much created the this this German culture. I mean, everything. They were indeed a cultural force before the Holocaust, and the German culture thrived because of this Jewish element, and the Holocaust um, in all its inhuman extent pretty much got rid of the uh, of this cultural elite, and but you can still see this paranoia, this paranoia, meaning that especially by the far right groups, that they want to be unadulterated. They want to keep their culture clean outside of influences, uh, uh, and some sort of a want to preserve a genuine German culture, whatever this means. And this is something you can trace back before the uh, Middle Eastern migrants. This is something which actually dates back centuries ago, and whereas even though there was an incident in Austria with a leftist newspaper which used some disturbing images, some sort of stigmatizing people from the Middle East, and this was somehow played in this role, so that even though, despite the fact that you are that you are left, or that you do not stay above this, or and that racism in general is a major part in the society. So it is not only everything the right. And of course, you have to be aware of one thing, that racism is in Austria is way more different than in the US, because we all see what's happening in the US. I mean, racism in the US always appears as so dramatic, and of course it is. Nevertheless, you have to be aware of one thing, and this is that all eyes are on America. Of course, I mean, if everyone is watching you 24/7, of course they only see your fault, but we don't see in the media what is actually happening in Europe. I mean, when you only consider what is happening in parts of in Europe, this is way more disturbing, and in Austria as well. As I mean, the racism, people have people in Austria, they are way more blatant. So there is not really some so sort of so holding back, or in Austria, people talk about, or insult people way more openly, and this is and I'm saying this because I want to talk about an incident. For a couple of years ago, I think I heard about an incident at Starbucks. This was in the US, and there was I I can't remember what really happened, but apparently some racist incident in a Starbucks, and Starbucks immediately reacted. This is USA. This is in the this is America. This is why this is indeed different, and they immediately reacted. I mean, they apologized and then monitored their employees' behavior. I mean, in Austria, Starbucks employees did worse, and I don't recall any apology nor any monitoring about any staff members whatsoever. I mean, I wanted to say this because this is very disturbing, and I'm sorry you cannot say more because then you will be taken down. The censorship is indeed in place. This is one of the reasons why I write and talk in English. Nevertheless, I wanted to say this because it is indeed very difficult that we live in the 21st century, and that some people outside there do not know what is going on, and that this is indeed very disturbing. It was disturbing for me, but nevertheless, even though those people who always protest against America say, America would be this, America would be this. I mean, it is not perfect. Of course, no legal system is perfect. It is not. It is not perfect because the rules are not sufficient. No, because it is not perfect because of human error. But nevertheless, people forget that this can be way more worse, and that Europe is not this perfect island where everything works out and where everyone lives in peace, and you would not have to worry about anything. I mean, of course, this is what I thought too. It is not that only Americans think this. I mean, there was a time where I thought Europe is the most secure and safest place in the world, especially Austria. I thought things like what you would normally see in the sea. This is America. This is what you expect in failed states, in third world countries. But I would have never expected this to happen in Austria, yet it did. I mean, there are a lot of things one should talk about. I mean, I don't want to talk about it because I want to tell my side of the story, because I'm not objective enough, but someone needs to talk about this for the sake of the next generation, that we have to protect ourselves from these kind of developments. I mean, like I said in the beginning, in Austria there is indeed an issue with checks and balances. There are some developments. There were some developments which lead to this result, and they have to be analyzed. And the best way to analyze this is that people know about it, and that we do not play games of it. That we do not blame others, but really come out for and tell it. However, now I actually wanted to talk about my novel, but we always go through sideways. I mean, of course, it is a very interesting topic. I mean, and you cannot be not political. I mean, everyone remembers or hopefully knows the quote of Aristotle that you have to be, that you are politikon, that you are always part of a political community, and if you have no opinion, then you still have an opinion. However, but I mean, it's sad. I mean, it's indeed sad that in the 21st century that you have to be very careful in that sense that you are either being taken down or being considered as an insane conspiracy theorist. Yeah, I mean that's all I can say to it. But one thing is important, and this is that we need to have checks and balances, or else this society goes goes down. And this is, however, this is why I left for Germany. I wanted to write. Actually, I didn't intend to write. I just want to see what Germany is about. And Hamburg, I really fell in love with the city. So I can only warmly recommend for anyone to see this city, especially in summer. It is beautiful. It is yeah, with a bike. I mean, it is of course not. It has not this cultural this cultural uh, offers like Berlin, but it suited my purpose. And in Hamburg, I stayed for Airbnb, so this was again, yeah, this was some sort of a negative development. This Airbnb, so I was not very satisfied with it, and there were some issues too. I mean, and I remember I was really distraught because at the Airbnb you somehow could not avoid your fate of being a foreigner, of being an Austrian, of being um, this this foreign Turkish guy, because I did not choose to be foreign for a matter of fact. I mean, it's not that I wanna be someone else, or that I don't wanna be someone I don't wanna be, but I don't wanna. I'm not the type of guy who wants to tell the world, or who is not artistic enough uh, to 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 some sort of be different from others, or want to be different from others. I mean, I'm not really into that. So I'm fine with being just a normal, ordinary guy. But however, I mean, you can somehow never avoid it. And this was there were some sad experiences. What happened with Airbnb and with this host families. Don't worry, I will not go into detail. But it was sad. I mean, it was somehow you felt distraught with it. At least I was crestfallen, because somehow you never can really escape this grueling perception of that you are alien, and so on. So Germany was, after all, it was not new beginning. It was pretty much the same as in Austria. However, but I really liked Hamburg, and and yeah, we'll see about it. I mean, in the end, I did not stay there. I mean, I'm recording this podcast from Turkey. I live here in Ordu. This is a small town in this Black Sea region in Turkey. However, and this is about my Hamburg, I think we will need a third episode now, because I wanted to talk specifically about the book, but I then ended up talking about political issues, and this with Starbucks. I wanted to say this, especially the difference between Europe and America, because we Europeans, we are always sanctimonious and say, these Americans, they don't know how to lead a country, because the reason why we do not see police killing unarmed students in Europe is because the media does not report about it. So that's it. So, and I hope this was interesting enough. I hope I did not speak too fast. I hope it was understandable. I will try to speak properly, and thank you for listening, and goodbye, and take care of yourself. Bye.